What's up, guys? Welcome back to Streaming for Dummies with Untoward Banana. Today we're talking STREAMLABS OBS.
And the cracks begin to show.
Okay, guys, we're gonna break STREAMLABS OBS down to 3 separate parts so we can keep it as neat and orderly as possible. Part 1 is gonna be overlays. Part 2, we're gonna talk how to add scenes, and part 3, filters and output. Okay, part 1, overlays. So there's really a couple options when it comes to overlays. Overlays being the webcam frame, all the little extra things that add the flavor to your stream that makes it yours. You can either make your own if you have that kind of time and ability to do so. 2, you can purchase them online, either from STREAMLABS, STREAMLABS Prime, like third-party creators on Fiverr and artists on Fiverr, owns.tv. There's a bunch of different ways you can purchase your overlays, or you can get them for free. Let's go the free route. All right, guys, the first thing we're gonna do in order to get our overlay is we're gonna go to our STREAMLABS dashboard, click on that, and we're gonna go to stream overlays. Now you guys will see there's gonna be tons of options for you to choose from to really give you the overlay that you want. If you are not doing Prime, a good quick way to find free overlays is just go to the search bar, type in free. These overlays will be for anyone to use with or without Prime. I do not recommend purchasing Prime, especially not at the beginning of your stream journey. Maybe as you start to, as your career starts to, unfold and you start to bring in a little bit of income, that's the time to consider going the route of paid overlays. But for now, there's tons of different ways to get free ones. Really simple, easy way is right through STREAMLABS OBS, and that's what I'm showing you. So we're looking through our free overlays. We're gonna look for something that we want that feels like will look good with our theme, with who we are. I'm gonna choose this one, the Hunter. We're gonna take a look at what it's got. Let's see, it's gonna come with our name up top. It's going to come with a new donator, a new follower, a little chat box. These are all things that are going to come pre-made for us to use. We don't have to put in any of the work. A webcam frame. It has a nice starting soon. A good be right back. This is actually an excellent free overlay. So I would definitely recommend using it if you guys can find it. And it even has a just chatting section. It looks great. We're gonna go right over to install, hit install. It's gonna pop us back into our STREAMLABS OBS. It's gonna ask us if we want to install the overlay up at the top. Absolutely we do. Hit install overlay. All right, and just like that, we're in our new scene. Simple, easy. It's come with a lot of stuff for us to do. Alrighty, guys, now when you get into your new scene, you're gonna see a couple files that automatically appear right off the bat. They'll say things like background example, delete me. And if I move it up over my display capture, you're gonna see what the background is. Now that is just an example of what the background will look like. So this is something you're gonna need to remove right off the bat. So we're gonna go ahead and remove that. We're gonna delete it just as it asks me to. Okay, delete. Now you don't need to keep anything that is in here. This is just a great way to get some overlays automatically put in, and then you take out and put in what you want. Meaning if I were to download a different overlay, I could take something from that overlay, put them together, make my own brand new overlay. All right, so let's say I really don't want a chat box on my live screen. I don't understand why someone would want a chat box get like all over the live screen. So I could either click on the chat box itself, and it'll show up underneath in my sources, or I can just find it in my sources. So okay, here's my chat box and my chat box frame. I don't need either of those things. I don't want a chat box appearing while I'm playing the game. And we go ahead, I'm going to delete those right off the bat. Good, get rid of them. What else do I not want? Well, I don't want my, I don't want a Twitter or YouTube. I don't want any of that stuff cluttering up the game. That is for different scenes. Twitter icon, remove it. Twitter icon, remove it. What else do we need to do? Well, do I want a new follower to show up here every time there's a new follower and a new donator? That's something fun. I might want that. You might not. Up to you whether or not you want to keep it. All right. What's nice about these is these are already programmed to do all the work for you. So I really have to do nothing. I'm going to show you how when we go into how to set up sources, but if you just want to plug and play, it's almost as easy as that. Only thing I have to do is change the username over to my username, right? So I'm a streamer. My username is not username, it's Untoward Banana. Untoward Banana. Rinse and repeat. All right, so that right there, guys, already will have set up most of our stream overlay for us. What do we need to do to change? What do we need to add to this? Well, if I want to just keep like this, we're going to need to add a game capture or a video capture or a display capture. We're going to get into that in the next bit. So first off, how to add a new scene. All we have to do is go over to the plus sign right there, hit add a new scene, name the scene, and hit done. That's it. Opens up a clean scene with nothing in it. It's gonna look like this, but minus these 3 things. So first off, what do we need to add? We need to add a webcam, unless we're going to a webcam. We need to add a mic. You need a mic. And we're gonna add a capture of some sort. We're gonna go into add new source in your scene, that little plus right there, and a big box will come up, and it gets really confusing because you see all these words, you don't know what's what. We're gonna split this part into 2 pieces. Those of you who are streaming on a PC, or those of you streaming on a console with the cap. If we go down to the PC side first, we're gonna go and we're gonna add in what's called either game capture or display capture. Ideally, you have 2 separate scenes. One will be with display capture, and one will be with game capture. Game capture is going to be for whenever you're capturing just your game. Display capture is when you want to capture your entire screen. Okay, I do not recommend streaming with display capture on a game because that will drop your stream frames a lot. We're going to add a game capture. Really simple. It just works with almost any computer. Game capture, hit add source, name it whatever you want. Game capture, I'm amazing. Hit add source. And just like that, it's you'll see looking for a game to capture. As you guys can see, it will stay like that until you pop up a game, and then it'll start capturing it automatically. You don't have to do anything else to the game capture. Using a game capture device, instead of opening up game capture, you're gonna need to open up video capture again, add source, add new source, and when you go to add new source, it'll pop up Elgato or whatever capture device you're using. You're gonna click on that. You treat your Elgato just like you treat your game capture, and for both of those, for both the Elgato and the game capture, let's just delete that. When it pops up, it needs to be the bottommost thing, because here's the thing, guys. The way it works in Streamlabs OBS is whatever is on the top bar overlays everything on the bottom. So let's say this is my camera right here, right? You guys see my camera? If I take my camera and move it below my display capture, you're no longer gonna see my camera, because now display capture is overlaying my webcam. And I bring it back up, and there it is. And that's important for when you're trying to overlay frames and alert box and all sorts of things like that. You guys are also going to want to look at audio output capture, especially if you are streaming from a laptop. I noticed I need audio output capture, so because my Elgato game sound and my capture sound are different. With a computer, a lot of times desktop audio ends up doing a lot of the work until you start messing with some more advanced features. But you want to look at audio output capture, especially if you're streaming from a capture card, because that is going to be what allows the stream to hear your YouTube and all the things that you're going to be playing in the background of your stream. Okay, so we have our game capture. You see I put it underneath my display capture so you can still see what I'm doing. What else do we need to add to our, well, let's open that box back up. We need a video capture device for our camera. So we're going to hit video capture device, add source. As you guys can see, mine's already in here, webcam. If you don't have a webcam already set up, then you're gonna, or the webcam you want to change it, you can go to add new source. Once you add new source, name it what you will, hit add source, and then it'll give you options of devices. The only option I have here is Camlink 4K, because that's the only thing I have attached. The Camlink 4K is what attaches my camera to my computer. It's very cool, I know. You're gonna hit the whatever option you want to choose. It'll show a little preview. It'll show you a preview of what it looks like. When you're done, you hit done. I'm going to cancel out because I already have mine here. And then it'll pop in there, and it usually pop up full screen. And then you're just going to resize it down to what you want. Just easy like that. We got a webcam. We got a game capture. We need a mic. Easy enough. Right back down into our sources. We're going to go over to audio input capture. Guys, and here's the thing. It's really easy because every thing you click on will tell you what it relates to. I hit audio input capture, built-in microphones, USB microphones, other USB devices. I hit video capture, built-in webcam, Logitech webcam, capture cards, and we're gonna get into the capture cards in a second. Audio output, that's your desktop audio, so on and so forth. So we need to get a mic. We're gonna hit add source. I already have my quadcast set up, but let's say again you need a new source. You can hit add new source, audio input capture, maybe rename it mic or something like that. Hit add source. Now it's gonna look for a mic to use. Mine again is the HyperX Quadcast. It appears right there as its name, so all I have to do is click on it. Yours will be whatever the name of your mic is. Maybe it'll be Blue Yeti or whatever you guys are using. Click on that, hit done, move on. Okay guys, so now we got the mic, we got game capture going, we got a camera in there. Now we're gonna just need overlay of some sort that we already worked on. And then we can start adding in the fun stuff, the alert boxes, the follower goals, the sub goals, whatever you guys like to do. We'll get to that. Let's say, we wanted to build a new scene, and now we want to add a frame. And I really like the frame from the hunting scene that we did, the hunting scene that we overlaid before. Well, really easy. All I gotta do, guys, is I go to live scene, which is what we were working on before. I'm gonna go over to the webcam frame that I really like, and I'll just copy it. Let's say copy it, go back to my screen capture that I have going on. Okay guys, there you go, and there's my webcam frame, just like that. I click on my webcam frame, move it over to where I want it, wherever I want it in the scene, get my webcam, resize it, and slowly but surely we're gonna make it to the perfect size where I like my webcam frame and my video. Now, here's exactly what I was talking about with overlaying. If my webcam frame is above my webcam, then you see the frame above my webcam. But if I switch those two around, now I got a janky looking video that's covering half of the webcam frame and I can't get it quite to fit. That is why, guys, you want to make sure that your webcam frame and anything else that you need on top is overlaid on top. You need an alert box, guys. This is what's going to alert you and your stream anything something fun happens. So we're gonna go over alert box, like it says essential, and click add source. Now, this, guys, is where you're gonna add your own flavor with your own widgets. It comes with automatic widgets, the classics that you've seen before, but with a little bit of time and effort, you can make the widgets your own. I already have a video on how to make widgets for STREAMLABS OBS. I'll link that down below. Okay, guys, so we got an alert box selected. We're gonna go ahead and hit add source. We're gonna add a new source instead of theirs. Called alert box, add source, and you'll be able to see, it'll give you all sorts of options. It'll show you so I already have my specific alerts set up. So mine are gonna be different from the ones that are automatically there. It'll show me, look, like my follows. This is my personal follow. This is my personal bit emojis. Widgets. These are my personal widgets. You can do a little bit of changing over here. Maybe change how fast it fades in and out. The text animation, donor message. Again, guys, when it comes to the widgets for your alert box, I have an entirely separate video on it. It's really quick. Take a look at it. Once we're done, we're gonna hit done. And now we have our alert box. Now you wanna make sure your alert box is probably like the top thing on your list because you don't want anything accidentally blocking it. So we have our alert box. Move around to where we think is gonna look best. Maybe make it a little bit smaller. Okay, beautiful. Now when my alerts go off, it'll happen right over, maybe a little bit over my screen, however you guys want it. And let's say we're gonna go to test widget just to see how my widgets look. Okay, let's go. Someone just gave me some bits. Alright guys, what else do we need? Well, we're gonna want some sort of sub goal. Generally, I like to have a sub goal up there or a follow goal. So if you want to have a follower goal or a sub goal up there, I recommend a follower goal when you're trying to reach affiliate. After affiliate, that's where you're gonna throw in a sub goal. So we need 50 people to follow me, right? So let's end the goal right there. Let's make our own goal. Getting to affiliate. Or some people like to add something like, you know, giveaway at 50 or something. Let's call it follow goal. Keep it simple, clean, not trying to pressure nobody. All right, and then goal amount, well, we need 50 because we're trying to get to affiliate and we currently have no followers. All right, we have to choose the month day that it's going to end. Again, guys, very plug and play. We want it to end on the 12th of 12 of 2021. Okay, and we're gonna hit start goal. Now you could change the visual settings as well, guys. So if you want to change how it looks, and this, guys, this goes for a lot of other things. We're gonna get into another way to make it look a lot fancier after this, but this, guys, will just give you an idea of how to change all this kind of stuff. Alrighty, and cancel. So there you go. There's my goal right here. I'm gonna put up in the top left corner. I think it looks nice there. And now we have our follower goal. We have 327 days to go until we get 50 followers. Another thing you might want to add, guys, is an event list. I think that's really fun to have some sort of event list play. You find you go ahead and hit add source for event list. An event list will give a little notification of the most recent things that has happened to your stream. So here's a little event list that I have, right? It says, okay, potatoes resubbed, I got followed by gamer, and I could again choose what it shows on the right hand side. You could change font settings. There's so much you could change. That's going to be up to you to work with and play with till you like it. Let's hit done. Okay, where's my event list? Right here. And then, maybe I want to make sure it works. Well, let's make it a little smaller, pop it right under my thing. Well, let's just do someone just follow me. Ooh. Let's just put this over here or something. And now you saw the event list pop up. And I can choose that my event list faded pretty quickly. Maybe I want my event list to, stick around for a little longer. Well, again, that's easy. Visual settings. Fade time, give it a little more time before it fades. Done. And then someone just donated. Oh, there you go. And just like that, guys. And then you can testing all my widgets in the bottom right. Alrighty guys, we got most of that stuff set up and ready to go, but let's say you don't want to use, you know, this janky looking follow goal, or you want to get a nicer looking event list. Well, just the same as we did for overlays, we're going to go back to our dashboard. We're going to open it up in Streamlabs OBS dashboard, and we're going to go to all widgets. And here guys, you could change, look at this event list. Okay, I want a new event list. Well, let's take a look, see at what they have going on for me. This is an interesting event list made by Widget Hexams, okay? Widget themes. Well, look at all these widget themes he made. He made a follow theme. He made looks like he made a chat box. Let's say I want it. Well, I'm gonna hit install, and I'm gonna bring all that over to my Streamlabs OBS. Now I can choose what widgets I want to install. Maybe I want just his alert boxes. That's pretty cool looking alert box. Maybe I want his goals and donation boxes. Hit install. It plugs right into where you currently have your event list or your sub goal or whatever you have, and you just size it however you want. It's really cool. So now you figured out how to install your sources, how to make a scene. What we need now is we need to have multiple scenes, right? We need our live scene, we need our be right back scene, our intermission scene, our starting soon scene. And again, a lot of these come automatically with the overlay that we've downloaded. So I just got to click through to each one. There's my starting soon. And then maybe I'm gonna have a chat box right in the middle of there that's popping up. Be right back, you know. That way my chat knows, you know, I'm coming right back. I just had to go do something. IRL, that's this guy's, that's the way they have set up for their chatting. And this is actually a pretty nice, clean chatting. I'm talking to my chat, blah, blah, get a bigger face. And then on the left-hand side, the chat box will start talking with everybody's name on it. Or right-hand side, I guess. Turned around, right-hand side, whatever. Okay, so multiple scenes set up. Our sources set up. What else do I need to do? That seems like I got everything set. There's still two more things we want to work on showing you guys how to get to your sound filters and your output filters. So if we're going to go to output first, we're going to go all the way down to that bottom left hand side, guys. It's very important to go to your settings. Now you want to make sure we're going to go into output, advanced, and we're going to set our settings up just like this. So if you guys are going to advanced, you're going to go to your encoder. Generally you're going to have it at software 264. Some people for what's called NVENC or NVENC new. I've tried it, and I have a 3070 GPU, so it should work no problem. And I got frame lag when I was streaming, so I'm sticking to the my software encoder as this. Rate control, don't touch. Bitrate. Bitrate's very important when you're trying to figure out the output you should have when you're streaming in Streamlabs OBS, okay, or OBS or any sort of stream source. The way you figure out what your bitrate should be, guys, is you go and do a speed test on your internet. Find out what your upload speed is. Whatever your upload speed is, currently in Mbps, you want to find out what that is in kbps. Find out what it is in kbps. So 8 Mbps is 8,000 kbps. Have that. Half of what your bitrate is, half of what your total bitrate is, should be the bitrate that you add to your Streamlabs OBS. Maybe a little bit under for safe. Your keyframe interval should be 1 or 2. When I was streaming with my Elgato, I had it at 2 and noticed that it helped me with my stream. I started streaming on the PC. I just put it to 1. We're gonna see how that works. Your CPU usage preset is actually very important, guys. The CPU usage preset helps dictate how much of the CPU is gonna be focused towards streaming and how well it does. It's a little bit counterintuitive because it says very fast, ultra fast, super fast, medium, slow, slower. In this case, the slower you set it, the better looking your stream will be and the higher chance you have of lag. So very fast, I believe, is the preset. Keep it at that. If you notice that you're lagging, bring it up to super fast. If you notice that you want the stream to look a little bit better and it's not working, maybe raise your bit rate, maybe lower your CPU usage preset. Then hit video. I recommend when you output your video, you output at 720, not 1080. Your base resolution, fine, 1080, but your output at 720, because many people who are watching Twitch do not get 1080p resolution or will get lag when they're trying to. So instead of catering to that small audience that can watch in 1080p, try and allow more people to watch at 720. As you become a better streamer and you get more views, Twitch will actually push more options towards you to allow people to change to 1080, 720, stuff like that. When you're starting out, stick to 720p. Common FPS value, keep it at 60. And common FPS value, that's your 60 frames per second. That's what you want to stream at. If you guys want to add a stream delay, if you're worried about stream snipers, you want to add a stream delay, all you got to do, guys, is go to advanced. You're going to all the way down to stream delay. Make sure you enable it and add the duration seconds. Now I have to change this because I know that some of you jerks are going to try and stream snipe me, so this is going to get changed. Or is it? All right, guys, and the last thing you got to do before you're ready to hit that go live button is you got to make sure that your sound is on fleek, as the kids used to say when I was a kid. You go down to your mic, and you're going to go over to options, you're going to go over to filters. Now, the thing about filters, really it's up to you guys in figuring out what sounds best for your stream. Every room is different, every mic is different, every voice is different. So you're gonna add ideally a gain, a noise gate, an expander, and a compressor. What a gain does is it artificially makes the mic louder. Now if you guys notice over in the right here, there's a bar. Every time I talk that goes up. You want your voice in the yellow. Red is too loud, green is too soft. You want it ideally in the yellow. So you're gonna mess with the gain until you see your voice kind of sticking in the yellow. Then we're gonna move to noise gate. What noise gate does is it's gonna eliminate those background noises, the fan or the clicking and clacking on the keyboard, all sorts of things like that. What you wanna do, guys, is you want to just keep mashing on your keyboard if you have one, keep a fan going loud, and just move the threshold up and down, figuring out where you're gonna be watching that bar. As you move it in different directions, you'll see the bar get less and louder. You're gonna try and find that ideal point where you're able to talk at the right volume, but it's not picking up any background sound. Once you figure that out, your open threshold is generally just gonna be 2 less than whatever your closed threshold is. Again, with this kind of stuff, guys, a lot of it's gonna be up to you to figure it out. Expander, compressor. Compressor is going to either make your voice louder if you're talking too quiet, make your voice quieter if you're talking too loud. Again, guys, it's all gonna be on you to figure out. It is probably the most annoying part of streaming, but it's also one of the most important parts of streaming. As you guys see, this is what my intermission scene looks like. I have the game capture option. It'll show a little bit of gameplay while I'm talking to my chat, and you know, the live chat will go up and down, and those latest events will pop there. As you guys mess with it, as you guys play with it, you're gonna be able to make things look a lot cleaner and fresher. It just takes time, and I keep updating my own overlays, and more is gonna come. So really don't feel too stressed out about it. Take your time with it. If you have any questions, make sure you ask me down below in the comments. Make sure you come and hang out with us on Twitch at twitch.tv/untowardbanana. I stream Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, guys, 4 to 8 p.m. East Coast time. I'd love to hang out with you, talk, play games, whatever. Please just come through, and see you there.